So today we're talking about this guy. This is the Innokin EQ. Yeah, that's right. And it's like the new pod system they've got going on. They're trying to get their feet wet with the pods. It's kind of got this cool matte finish on it that...
Oh, I love that.
It doesn't pick up fingerprints, which is nice. And it's kind of grippy almost, which I really like.
It's mesh coils, man.
That's right. And it's not like coils like what's in a vape. It's a pod, but a mesh pod. So, good flavor. I think it's cool because it's got this big hole in the top where you hit it that is, lets a lot of vape flow through. So you get a pretty big hit. One cool thing about this device is even though it has a button, which is really lame, the button is a nice feel when you press it. It feels really I don't know, I just like how it's clicky, it's kind of like fidgety, I like it. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Yeah.
And we have it in this purple color. There's a whole bunch of different options out there for you. And this thing is very reasonably priced. $23 or $24, which isn't bad.
Not bad. It's a little higher priced than some other devices, mostly older ones that have dropped a little bit. Mm-hmm. I know something I would put above it that's cheaper would be the Novo.
Exactly.
That's kind of one of our go-tos, but it's still a great device.
It still is. How does this compare to devices like the Panda and the Novo, which have traditionally been like some of our top picks?
Yeah. It's not as good as them.
It totally is.
All together, those are both better packages.
Mm-hmm. Bang for buck, at least.
Yeah. The Panda's about the same price and the Novo's a little cheaper. One thing I don't like, and it's just kind of like a trend now, is where they put fucking buttons on every fucking device, and it's starting to piss me out. It was pissing me off before, but it's getting worse.
Well, and it's this whole thing now where it's quantity over quality, which is kind of ridiculous. Everybody's making new pod systems. And, they're not, pushing it, They're just kind of riding the middle tier.
Yeah.
Which
pod systems were a fucking wave before, and people were actually, going ham to make those things nice.
They were developing them. Yeah. They aren't anymore. They're just kind of
here's an idea. Throwing out new ones that are the same thing.
And this isn't trashing this device in any way.
It's just,
if you have this or you're interested in it,
it's a nice device. I'm not trashing it at all. I like the device. Mm-hmm. There are ones that are better. I just think it's kind of like they just put out another one that does the same thing as everything else.
Mm-hmm. So, if you have a collection, this definitely would make a nice second vape, probably, because, having two vapes is really nice. That way, when one dies, you don't have to wait. You just have another one, and you can pick the experience you want. And you know what? This makes a good second vape.
And the mesh coils really are the big thing. That's the only new thing this device brings to the table, and it's a good thing. I can't honestly tell that much of a difference flavor-wise as compared to with mods and tanks. A mesh coil is so much better than a normal coil.
But think about it. That's the surface area, right?
Yeah.
It's a mesh coil.
There's not that much space in here to really... cover a lot of surface
exactly.
area. So,
and I'm a little bit disappointed with the pod life on this.
It did not last very long.
It lasted about a week.
And that's something, they only send one extra pod with it, which is another trend that is pissing me off.
Yeah, send 2 pods with everything.
Yes, don't. Okay, if anything, if you send a shitty pod with the device and you only send 1 pod, a customer is going to be less likely to buy more pods and more likely to just buy a different device because devices are $20.
Well, and even when you bought mods, even when you still buy mods, they always come in a kit at least with a spare coil.
With the spare.
And I'd like to see that happen a lot more. But hey, you know what? That's another reason why you might be interested in something like the Panda or the Novo.
Both come with
spare pods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, who is this device for? And in my opinion, it's a beginner, and I think, as I said earlier, this is definitely a good second vape. It shouldn't be the first one you get. Go watch our reviews on the Novo and the Panda to really understand why.
Orion. Honestly, though, if you have the Orion, you won't need this.
Yeah, but the Orion is
it's in a class of its own.
Yeah, exactly. So why don't we go down low with this device so you can really check it out. So. The device here is pretty straightforward. It's the matte finish, which is really super nice. And it's got this very clicky button, which I like. I don't like buttons, but it's very clicky.
So the pod, as we said earlier, is magnetic. It just slides right out, slides right in. It's super easy. You have no issues pulling it out or anything like that. As you can tell, the connection is pretty big, so that's definitely a plus, because that will keep it without losing connection or anything. Other than that, there's not a whole lot to it. It definitely looks nice with the little EQ and this little design down here. It's a standard fucking charging port. Every device has that charger. Yeah, the micro USB. And there's the fatty hole.
Fatty hole. That is cool. I mean, when you're looking right down the barrel of it and you're gonna hit, it looks.
It's
it looks
definitely
like
a very nice.
And it produces. I mean,
it does produce. It puts out.
Mm-hmm. And you might have noticed that we haven't hit this device.
It's burnt.
It's burnt as hell, and it didn't come with a spare pod. So.
And we don't buy spare pods.
No, usually we just get fresh devices. So.
Yeah.
This device, it's definitely gonna go on the vape wall and hang out, and it's unique and it looks cool, which is it's got that breeze factor going on. But at the end of the day, it's really just a good second device. It's shouldn't be your primary one, in my opinion. I mean,
yeah, some people may find it to be nice. It has a kind of unique feel to the hit. It's not very different, but it's like a little warmer, almost. I'd say, like, it just feels a little warmer.
Yeah.
There's not much difference though, altogether.
But yeah, that's basically it, guys. If you're interested in this device, the link is down below, and there's some other options down there too if you're interested, along with some juice that you might be interested in too. So go check that out, hit the subscribe button, and make sure to tell all your friends about FVB, because we're coming at you.
We're growing.
That's right. Well, until next time, guys.
Peace out.